Hey there, today I'm going to show you how to draw Rigby from the regular show. So we're going to get started with the eye. So on the left side here, I'm just going to draw a big circle. So starting at the top, we'll work our way around very slowly. Okay, and then from here, I'm just going to draw the right side eye around the same size, starting at the top again. Now in the center of each eye, I'm going to draw a black dot. So on the left side, and on the right eye. And then around each eye, I'm just going to draw a really thick outer eye. So basically outlining the eyes quite thick all the way around. And then we're going to go in and color these in black. So start with the left and the right. And you want to get them to touch in the center. And we'll go ahead and color this in black all the way around. And for those that are joining us for the first time, I use a Sharpie fine point marker for all my lessons. And you can get these pens at any stationery store. And again, if you're coloring this all in black with a marker, and you find that some of your lines aren't perfect, you can always go in and just kind of tidy them up along the outside. Okay, so we got the eyes. Let's go up to the ears. So on either side, he's got these big sort of puffy ears. So we'll start down here. I'm just going to draw sort of a loop. Comes around like this, and it's open-ended. And on the inside here, I'm just going to draw a little zigzag. So a curve. I'm going to go up, and then curve this down, kind of leaving a little gap there. From here, he's got 5 sort of hairs that stick up. So we'll start here, and I'll just kind of want to make sure that I leave space for the ear on this side. So I want to try to fit 4 little hairs in between. So we'll start off small by going to sort of a point and bringing that down. From this point, I'm going to go up a little bit longer and come down. From this point, I'm going to go up and down, and we'll try to fit one more here, kind of like this. And in the inside of each of these 4 hairs, I'm just going to draw a line through each one. And now I'm going to put the ear on this side, on the right. So I'm just going to tuck this ear in behind that eye. And then on the inside here, I'm just going to draw a curve. Okay, let's get into the nose. So right about here on the right side eye, I'm going to draw an upward curve, going to the tip of the nose. And from this point, I'm going to curve this down towards the bottom of the chin. And then on the tip here, he's got an oval shaped nose. So starting at the tip, I'm just going to extend out a little oval like that and color that in black. Right, now from here, I'm going to draw the mouth. So locating the mouth, I'm going to have his mouth open. So starting just below the right eye, I'll leave a little bit of a gap here, come down, and I'll swoop up underneath the left eye there. And I'm just going to curve around and open it at the bottom. And along the top here, I'm just going to draw a set of 3 teeth. So just little U shapes. So 1, 2, and then 3. Again, they're leaving a little overlap here. And then right by the second tooth, the middle tooth here, I'm just going to draw a curve that touches that bottom line. And on the inside here, I'm just going to draw a reverse curve for the tongue. Now let's go back to this ear. Now I'm going to stretch down the body. So from the ear and from the front of this face, they come down to right about here, the bottom of the torso. So I'll start up here. I'm just going to curve out and then start to curve back in, right about there. On this side, I'll do the same thing, but I'm going to go in the same direction and curve it back to the same height. So right about here, I'm going to do a little bit of an overlap by the nose. So I'm going to curve it forward and then curl it back. All right, from here, I'm going to draw the arms. So here's where the shoulder would be, here's where the hand would be. So I'll start right about here. I'm going to draw a curve going down. And I'll draw 4 fingers. So drawing 1 loop, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And from here, I'm just going to go side by side with this line all the way up to the same height. Okay. And now we got to draw a little bit of detail in the body and the face, so that comes down here. But before I do that, I'm going to have to draw the legs first. So let's draw the back of this leg here on the left. So I'm going to curve in the opposite direction, going backwards. And from here, I'm going to draw a curve for the bottom of the foot. He's got 3 sort of sharp toes. So I'm going to pull this back a bit, go forward, back, and forward. And now I'm going to bring this back in an upward curve to right about here. And a curve and follow that same contour as the back part of the leg up to about there. Now I'm going to take this curve, I'm going to imagine this line coming around to the bottom of the body. I'm going to do an overlap here. Go up and try to get to that line there, but I'm going to leave a gap. Because right here is where I'm going to draw the front leg. So drawing that same curve that I did in the back here. Curving up, so making sure that the feet are the same length. And I'll do that same zigzag for 3 toes. Curve this back, and then connect this to that point with a forward curve. Kind of like that. Now let's draw that little detail I was mentioning. So right here, I'm going to try to connect this point to the front of the nose here. So I'll do a little bit of an overlap here and go to that point there in the nose. I'll start up here by the mouth and curve down. This is going to go behind that arm, and I'll continue behind that finger and curve it back forward. Kind of like that. Now we're going to draw the tail. Let's get into the tail detail. So right about here is where the tail starts, and it goes pretty high to about this height. So let's start at the top of the tail, curving out, going straight up. And right about here I'm going to curve it around. You want to make it really thick, and I want to come back to this point right about here. So I'm going to curve back and just start to follow that same contour and start to taper it in so it gets a little bit thinner as I get down to the base. Now along here I'm just going to draw a series of stripes. So let's leave a little bit of space and draw a curve. Move up a little bit and draw another curve. I'm going to go up, and I'm going to keep doing this until I run out of space. So going up, and I'm going to make the lines, spaces a little bit thicker, a little bit wider apart as I go up. Draw one more up here. And I'll probably do one more larger stripe right here. And again, you want to count these as you go along. So one, and you're skipping over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because you're going to be coloring these in as well. Let's go to the final arm. So this hand I'm going to curve it up here, and you'll be waving. So let's start at the hand. So right about here is where I want to locate the hand, and I want to keep the fingers around the same size as I have on the left side here. So starting with the thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Okay. Now I want to take this point, curve down, and tuck that up behind the body. From this point, I'm going to curve down, and again tuck that underneath the body. Right in the palm here, I'm just going to draw a little bit of a C shape just for the hand part here, and then going in and drawing some of the stripes, the little lines that he's got in the body. So basically, just these little fur details. You go all the way down through the arm, and go in this arm here, and go down the body and side. So just alternating. So making sure that they're not perfectly lined up. We'll go down the leg here, and down this leg as well, kind of like that. And we could probably draw a few more in the nose area here. Oh, actually we're forgetting some in the tail. So we'll draw 3. I'm going to skip this because this is going to be colored. We'll go to the next one, draw 3 lines, skip, go to the next one here, skip this, 3 more lines, skip, going 3 lines, then down here we'll just draw 2, and that's essentially it. There we have it. There's Rigby from the regular show. If some of you watched a few months ago, I drew Mordecai, so be sure to check that out. Share this with your friends, get them to subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.